But the recent war between the legendary Funk Brothers and the Public Enemy has escalated to the point where the Funker has no option but to risk it all one more time. Saturday night, July 16th, ECW Arena, the Funk Brothers versus the Public Enemy in a barbed wire match.
And I would like to say this, that ECW has always been in my heart. I know that you've seen me wrestle for WCW, but as far as I'm concerned, and I've got a lot of flack from it, I tell everybody in the country that this is where to be.
I'd like to say that I'm very proud to be here for ECW, and I'm very proud to be in the ring, and very proud of my brother, Terry Funk. And I'd like to say that in front of everybody here right now. I think he's done a great job right here in ECW.
I'll tell you something. We want to show you people that we can wrestle and do it well. We don't have too many matches left in our career, but we've got a few, and we're still pretty damn tough, you know. And I'll tell you something else. I can't guarantee a victory against those fellas, but I'll damn sure guarantee an ass kicking. We're going to kick their butts in that ring, and that's what's important for the Funk family.
Cash rules everything around us. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. This Saturday, the toughest match Public Enemy ever had to face. Whether it be in the hood, Johnny. Whether it be in the street, Johnny. Whether it be in prison, Johnny. Barbed wire. We love barbed wire, Rocco. We climbs over lots of barbed wire to get in places and to get out of places. But what I'm going to enjoy about that barbed wire this Saturday night, Terry and Dory. You know, I'm just going to call them Terry and Dory because I don't see no end in that last name when I pronounce them names. I can't wait. I can't wait to feel the bite of cold metal into my flesh. I can't wait until they take that wire and wrap it around that Funk's throat. Because when I do, Terry and Dory skunk, you're going down in a puddle of blood. And the people in the ECW arena will see the most violent, the most detestful, the most horrible match they've ever witnessed in their life. And Public Enemy will be the group that put them out of their misery, Johnny. You know, Rocco, a lot of people say this could be the end of Public Enemy. Not! I can't wait. I can't wait to get the cold steel in my hands and over the top of them Funk Brothers, Johnny. Oh, yeah. Can we rock? What's up, Doc? Can we rock? What's up, Doc? Can we rock? Rock-a-bye, baby! Peace! We're out of here. Yo, Jimmy. War!
Hi, my name is Jason. Hey, Taz. How do you like my suit, Taz? Hey, Taz. How do you like my game plan, Taz? Hey, Taz. How do you like my pit bulls, Taz? How do you like my pit bulls?
The #1 dog, and now we're 2. And we can't be stopped. Everybody beware. The pit bulls are in the house. Yeah! Ah!
The Pitbull and Jason up on the apron. They signal for the coup de grace. Mikey slides. He necked Jason. He necked Jason. All right, Mikey. Mikey has necked the sexiest man on earth. But now Mikey Whipwreck will pay and perhaps pay dearly. But he necked Jason. Yes, the Pitbulls and Jason go to work on the ECW television champion who has won this bout on a disqualification. Jason and the Pitbull temper has cost him. But now, it might cost Mikey as we have a 3-on-1 situation here and Mikey Whipwreck is all alone against both Pitbulls and the oh-so-tough Jason. Jason going to work on his helpless victim. Taz! The Tazmaniac has hit the ring! Taz is in the ring! Taz has hit the ring! Taz is bleeding out! The Tazmaniac has hit the ring and beating up everyone in sight! We've got a dogfight here! 2 Pitbulls versus 1 Tazmaniac! This is getting ugly! You should have stayed down the first time, punk. Now let me just get something straight here. Sabu! I've got no blemish on my record in 4 years. No man has beaten me in 4 years. If you all remember, you take a look at the offensive line. Sabu, you may be a phenomenon in wrestling, but you are not. You may be a phenomenon, but you are not the franchise. You see, I'm the man that drives the car known as ECW. I am the champion. I am the franchise. And Sabu, you want a piece of me? Come on down now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Eastern Championship Wrestling. This is Joey Styles back up in the Eagle's Nest, high above the ring, where right now the Tasmaniac and Superfly Jimmy Snuka stare each other down in a prelude to what should be a classic matchup here at the ECW Arena. Hunter Q. Robbins III looks on. I don't know how he could have possibly prepared Jimmy Snuka for the Tasmaniac, because these two, I believe, have one another figured out in a very strange way. And the Tasmaniac appears to be himself. He looks almost human this week, if you will. Perhaps out of respect for Superfly Jimmy Snuka, a man who in many ways he has patterned his wrestling style at. And Jimmy Snuka, just look at the Superfly eyeing the Tasmaniac. Perhaps he sees a younger Tasmaniac. Perhaps he sees in the Tasmaniac the Jimmy Snuka of 20 years ago. In that, the hunger, the drive, the man clawing his way to the top. Jimmy Snuka has done it. Jimmy Snuka is a bona fide superstar in this sport. No one can take that away from Snuka. The Tasmaniac trying to work his way into that upper echelon by taking on opponents like Superfly Jimmy Snuka. This is almost a match between, school is it. It's students versus teachers. Jimmy Snuka and the Tasmaniac now tied up. What's going through the minds of both men right now? This match is just as much psychological as it is physical for Jimmy Snuka and the Tasmaniac. This was wait a minute. That's strange. The Tasmaniac didn't come out almost as if his father had backed him into the corner. The Tasmaniac is really getting a lesson here, it would seem, and Jimmy Snuka as well with what was almost a clean break. The Tasmaniac, no, I could have done it, but I didn't. Again, collar and elbow tie-up. Tasmaniac back Jimmy Snuka in. And the Tasmaniac opts not to slug Snuka. Both men go eye to eye now. And the Tasmaniac nodding in the affirmative as if to say yes. Yes, the respect is there. He looks almost human this week. But one has to wonder, will he look human? Will he behave in any humanly manner this Saturday night when he and a mystery tag team partner, a mystery Tasmaniac, a Taz team partner, if you will, he's got a score to settle with the Pit Bulls, and you can bet we'll see a very different Tasmaniac than we are seeing here against Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Again, the Tasmaniac with his back to the rope. And Snuka opts for the clean break. There are a lot of Polynesian superstars, whether they be from Samoa or Tonga, consider the Tasmaniac to be the next great superstar because his style is so similar to that they use, so similar to that of Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Tasmaniac now controlling the Superstar with the side headlock. Superfly shoots him off. Taz off the rope, shoulder block. Both men meet shoulder to shoulder. Nobody moves. And again, it's a stare down as both men stare into the souls of one another through their eyes. Look at the conditioning of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. That man spends hours upon hours in the gymnasium. Two locked up once again. Side headlock now by Snuka. Shot off by the Tasmaniac. Here comes Snuka off the rope. Shoulder block once again and again. Nobody moves. The Tasmaniac exerts himself. There's the Tasmaniac we know. There's the Tasmaniac we have seen here for months in Eastern Championship Wrestling. Notice the methodical way the Superfly glides across the canvas. While the Tasmaniac is a little more erratic. Spends a little more energy to Superfly constantly. It's fluid motion. Hunter Q. Robbins exchanging a few words with the Superfly. Once again, the two tie up. Reversal there by the Superfly. Back in attack. And now, Jimmy Snuka goes down to the knee. And there's a chop to the chest, the massive chest of the Tasmaniac. Overhand forearm that floors the Tasmaniac. And again, the Tasmaniac down to both knees. Superfly, Jimmy Snuka saying, get ready, big boy, get ready, perhaps, setting the Tasmaniac up to finish him off. Irish Whip reversal by the Tasmaniac. Hunter Q just pulled down the rope, trying to get the Tasmaniac. That may cost him. Suplex by the Tasmaniac, look at that bridge, and there's the pin. The Tasmaniac has pinned Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, and Hunter Q Robbins is hot. He just called Jimmy Snuka Monkey Boy. Those are the same words that Jason uttered to the Tasmaniac before going to the wall of the ECW locker room. And Robbins really giving what for the... Wait a minute, the Tasmaniac stepping in now between Hunter Q and Jimmy Snuka. Jimmy Snuka now with Hunter Q in the corner. He's going to unload on Hunter Q. This will be the last we see of Hunter Q. Robbins III. Wait, the Tasmaniac just stopped Snuka, and here come the Pitbulls. The Pitbulls are now assaulting the Tasmaniac, who stopped Jimmy Snuka from flooring Robbins. You know, I believe the Tasmaniac saw in his idol, his hero, he didn't want to see him lose his cool, didn't want to see him commit such a brutal act out of respect for the Superfly, but he's paying the price for turning his back. Speaking of turning his back, Superfly Jimmy Snuka has stopped. He's turning around. Double elbow floors the Tasmaniac, whose head bounces off the canvas like a basketball. Jimmy Snuka now wanting to go back to the ring, I believe, perhaps to help the Tasmaniac. But once again, Hunter Q escorting the Tasmaniac out. They're double teaming the Tasmaniac 2-on-1. The Pitbulls are really sharpening their fangs at the expense of the double clothesline by Taz. The Tasmaniac has sent the Pitbulls back to the pound. Jimmy Snuka being walked back to the locker room by Hunter Q. Robbins. The Tasmaniac's got a chair. And the Pitbulls exit the ring. Here comes the Rockin' Rebel, Jason's hired thug, and he pays the price. He gets a taste of that steel chair. Well, here comes some other wrestlers, perhaps to restrain the Tasmaniac, perhaps paid off by Jason. Whatever they got paid, it wasn't enough, because you certainly wouldn't pay me enough to take a stool in the mush. The Tasmaniac is flooring everybody who's just stupid enough to get in the ring with this animal. There's the Tasmaniac, you know. There's the animalistic Tasmaniac. For the replay, belly to belly with the bridge. 1, 2, and 3. And this Saturday night, the Tasmaniac and a mystery partner will take on the Pitbull. But for right now, the Tasmaniac stands alone. The action continues here in the ECW arena, and this Saturday night, that man, the Sandman, will face Iron Man Tommy Cairo in a match with dueling canes, a match that could be for the TV title if the Sandman defeats Mikey Whipwreck right here. The Sandman made these comments an hour ago.
You got about an hour right now, Mikey. Oh, woman. It's Mikey now, an hour before the match. What are we going to do with this kid?
What are we going to do with him? What are we going to do with him? We're going to make him pay the bill. Mikey Whipwreck, whether you can or you can't, you're going to pay your bill. Pay the man. And then you're going to pay woman.
And there you see the current Eastern Championship Wrestling Television Champion, Mikey Whipwreck. And what was the luckiest break in wrestling has made this 18-year-old kid the unluckiest wrestler in the sport. I mean, black cats won't even cross his path. Mike Whipwreck heads to the ring for what should, quite frankly, be another heinous beating. Sandman, I can hear him licking his chops from here.
Wrestling fans,
3-minute time limit. I doubt if it goes that long. By the way, I've just been informed the Public Enemy is out combing South Philadelphia looking for a hoodie to be their 6-man tag team partner to face the Funks and Tommy Dreamer later in this hour. Nobody will touch that match. Not even the guys with the squeegees who hassle you at the street corner out there on Broad Street want to get in the ring with the Funks. Then again, anyone who got in the face of the Funks might get squeegeed off the canvas. Can you blame them? The search continues as Flyboy, Rocco Rock, and Johnny Grunge attempt to buy a tag team partner crazy enough to face the Funk Brothers, who threw Rocco Rock out of this very same Eagles nest. Speaking of crazy, Mikey Whipwreck must be wondering, how did I get to wrestling? I wrestled. The Sandman goes downstairs on Whipwreck. Vertical suplex coming up, the blood rushing into the head of Whipwreck. Textbook suplex by the Sandman, who just plants Mikey Whipwreck. Mikey Whipwreck is in trouble, and in trouble early. Sandman picking up Whipwreck. Irish whip out of the corner, and Mikey Whipwreck goes face first into the bottom turnbuckle. I have never seen that before. Remember, this Saturday night, it will be that very same Sandman facing Iron Man Tommy Cairo. It will be Dueling Kane. And in the Battle of the Underdogs, if there's anything left of Mikey Whipwreck, he will face Chad Austin. Here goes Woman. That's got to be a 24-yard field goal. All right, 26 yards on the second attempt. And Mikey Whipwreck is being battered, bruised, beaten, and humiliated here in the ECW arena. Woman complaining, what did I do? You know damn well. Whipwreck being cinched up again, suplexed by the Sandman. Yeah, this is funny, huh? Think this is funny? I sure don't. Mikey Whipwreck, really there's no fight left in him. Whipwreck just tossed over the top rope and to the floor. There are no pads here in the ECW arena, and that's not a disqualification, but that should be as the woman kicks away on Mikey Whipwreck. The woman just mercilessly stomping away. Mikey Whipwreck, the ECW television champion, a member of the ECW's new generation. The fans encouraging the Sandman, use the chair, use the chair. The Philadelphia fans, they want blood. The Sandman, the Sandman despises the fans so much that he won't even give them what they want, even if it means bashing Whipwreck's skull in with the steel chair. Sandman now with the almost lifeless Whipwreck being planted once again. Whipwreck looks like a child. He's a child. He's 18 years old, but he's getting a wrestling lesson at the hands of the Sandman. Whipwreck is out. He is just out. He's counting the ring lights. The Sandman asking woman, should I go to the top rope? Apparently she said yes. But the Sandman, quite nimbly I might add, hops up to the top turnbuckle and drops an elbow across the chest of Mikey Whipwreck. That should do it. The Sandman, I don't know why he's not covering Whipwreck. That should be all for the TV Championship. I believe we'll have a new champion. The Sandman going up once again to deliver yet another elbow on Mikey Whipwreck. That's it. Why is he covering Mikey Whipwreck? Oh, he's lighting up his victory cigarette. ECW, not only the new generation of professional wrestling, but the next generation as well. And there's our role model, the next ECW television champion, perched up. Oh, yeah. What a model athlete smoking a cigarette on the top. Hey, you know those things are hazardous to your health? There's no smoking in this building. They ought to fine him just for that. Wait, there goes Tommy Cairo. Tommy Cairo just belted the Sandman with that cane. The referee didn't see a thing. Tommy Cairo has got that cane in his hand. Here comes Mikey Whipwreck. And Tommy Cairo just decked Mikey Whipwreck. And the referee thinks Cairo's interfering for the Sandman. He's disqualified the Sandman. Mikey Whipwreck will retain the television title once again as the Sandman continues to beat. Cairo just whacking away at the Sandman with that cane. And these two will go at it with dueling canes this Saturday night. Somebody will scrape up Mikey Whipwreck. He'll defend the TV title against Chad Austin. But can you believe this turn of events? The Sandman is disqualified. The referee thinks Tommy Cairo was in cahoots with that man, the Sandman. I can't believe any of this. This is Eastern Championship Wrestling, and who knows what the hell's gonna happen next. He likes it. Mikey likes it. Mikey likes the ECW television title, and he will defend it this Saturday night.
Oh, Johnny, we've been looking everywhere, brother. We gotta find ourselves a homie, man, and we gotta find him fast, cause you know why, Johnny? Them Funk Brothers, what we gonna do?
Rocco, we can't pass on this opportunity. I hate them punks. I hate
You know what they did to me this
I saw what they did to you.
Yeah, people,
They hung you. Rocco, he wanted to hang you by your neck. Now, what's wrong? Why Commissioner Gordon getting on him like they do what?
Put me around my neck and think, drop around my ankle, drop me off the freaking Eagle's nest. I thought I was gonna die. I can't believe it. I can't believe they allow men like that. Listen, hoodies are getting nervous about these guys. They think they crazy. These hoodies, we can't even find ourselves a couple of good hoodies to come on with us.
We have to go back to South Central Land. We ain't got time. We gotta fight tonight, baby.
Oh, we gotta find somebody quick. All the hoodies think these guys are crazy. Don't want to wrestle, man. Oh, man.
Oh, what we could do ain't that things. Hey, whoa.
Oh, Johnny, look at here, baby.
What's your name, homeboy?
Look at this here, boy. Oh, he got one big abdominal.
Oh, he been eating at some soup kitchens, baby.
Yeah, you been in prison, son.
You had 3 squares a day? What's your name, boy? Hey, what's your name? Look at that. Ooh, that's only a place a mother could look. I think I've seen him on the post office wall. Listen, you ever sleep on a park bench before? You have?
You ever been behind bars? You have?
You have?
Yeah.
Where you from, homeboy?
I'm from Murphy Homes, bro. Murphy Homes! Baltimore, Maryland, baby! Oh, yeah!
What you doing? Hey, I seen you around here before. So you know what? You know who we are, right? You know who are we?
You're Public Enemy, bro.
And who is Public Enemy in
Number
ECW?
1, bro.
Ooh, baby, you right. ECW Tag Team Champion. So guess what? Guess what, homie?
You're the newest member, baby.
You're hanging with the Public Enemy tonight. Assume the position, Daddy-O.
Honorary Public Enemy rules. I just want to say one thing, Johnny.
Wait a minute, though, Rocco. Turn around.
Get him in here.
Raise your right hand. Hey, I swear to do whatever these 2 homeboys tell me to do.
Now, I swear to do whatever you tell me to do. Now, you say this besides me right after I say it. Cash rules everything around me. Cash rules everything around me. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill. Everybody, cash rules everything around me. Dollar bill, y'all.
Rocco, he'll do for the night. He'll do for the night. He can take care of Tommy Dreamer. I know he got here since we got here. He's a tough freaking look at him. He's got the size and the oh, do the thing, baby. Yeah. Okay, we gotta take care of them folks. All right, baby. You in, baby. Yeah. You in, baby. You in.
You think we can't find one good hoodie? You're wrong. We got
the one.
Homeless Hat Myers, the hopeless
this hoodie, and he's with us now, brother. And you, it's over for you, Funk.
Something, Mr. Hughes. The entire wrestling world, all of ECW is trying to figure out just what the possible scenarios can be. As a successful quarterback all through my life, I've always had a great offensive line in front of me. And as quarterback, I'm telling you, the offensive line, if somebody gets in my way, big man, take care of them.
That's right. 911, I got something for you. You think you're going to get in front of this man? Well, let me tell you this. He don't pay me a lot of money just to stand around the ring and look pretty. Boy, you get in this man's way, I got something for you. Don't nobody make a fool out of me. I ain't no Mikey Whipwreck.
I swear to God, don't do it! Square off in the aisle!
You get in this man's way, I am gonna take you out!
You can call it insurance if you'd like. This Saturday night, we find out what the future of wrestling is all about. What the future of ECW is all about. I claim to be the real deal because I am the man that wears the gold, and I do it day in and day out by blood, sweat, and tears. I've spent 12 years in this sport to be the best, to show why I am the best. And that's why in 1994 and in 2004, they'll be calling the franchise wrestling. The epitome of what wrestling is all about. They got some guy called Bret Hart that calls himself the Execution of Excellence. I've invited him to Philadelphia, my background, to come down and find out who's best, who's toughest, who is the greatest wrestler in the world. No exception. And he hasn't accepted the invitation. I look down to Atlanta. I've called the Nature Boy on his own game. Woo! Come up to Philadelphia and find out who's the great one. He hasn't accepted the invitation either. You know something, Curtis Hughes? The other day, I'm flipping through my channel with my thumb, because my thumb's as good as the rest of my body. I'm flipping through, and I thought I saw Sensational Sherry, so I stopped and I said, oh my God, there's Sensational Sherry. And it sure as heck was her. She was sitting there with Bob Barker, or so I thought. It wasn't Bob Barker, 72 years old. It was that old piece of dried up Nature Boy Ric Flair. Sherry took a wrong turn. You see, Sherry's gone the other path. Everybody else has gone the other path. But the wrestling world is looking at ECW. The reason they're looking at ECW is because Big Man here and the franchise, Shane Douglas. This Saturday night, Sabu, you get a taste of it up close and personal with the franchise.
This Saturday night here in the ECW Arena, the future of pro wrestling will be decided as the franchise Shane Douglas goes one-on-one with Sabu. Ted Austin making his way to the ring. He looks a little down this week. Usually much more energetic. Get the mic. Yeah, it's on. We can hear you.
You know, last week on TV, I came out here against Sabu.
A pretty good beating, too.
Everybody cheers for the almighty circus freak, Sabu.
What did he say?
That's because all you guys are insiders. You know another word for insider?
Like for fans. Yeah.
Hey, you know another word for insiders there with the head?
Here comes Jason and the Rock and
You
Roll.
have the sign. It's scumbag.
What did he say?
All you guys are scumbags.
He can't say that. Well, he said it. He sure as hell said it.
Sabu.
What's wrong with Chad Austin? His entire fan club is here. There's 45, 50 people chanting, "Go Chad,
Hey,
go!"
Rebel. Hey, Rebel. I got a present for you.
A present for the Rebel. I hope it's brass knucks. What's he doing? He's laying down. Why is he laying down?
Pin me, Rebel. Come on, pin me.
Pin me? This is a joke. He's got some Chad Austin. He's got some up his sleeve. Rebel's got his...
Legit, just pin me.
Rebel's got it. One. There's the count. Chad Austin just threw the match in front of his entire fan club. He just gave the 1, 2, 3 to the Rocket Rebel. Why did he do that?
I dedicate that lock to all you scumbags.
What did he
you
say?
To cheer for me. Every time you guys cheer for me, it just proves what kind of scumbags everybody in South Philadelphia is.
This kid's bitter. This kid's jealous. You know, he's jealous of the ECW.
Hey, Chad Austin.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. You're my toughest opponent, you know that? Jason, I think I hurt my shoulder there, buddy.
Oh. Sarcasm
Chad, I think you're
personified.
championship material. What do you say, Jason?
Don't forget it, buddy.
This Saturday night, Chad Austin gets his chance at glory. He's gonna face Mikey Whipwreck. Replay? Replay of what? Chad Austin faces Mikey Whipwreck this Saturday night, and odds are in Chad Austin's favor. Mikey would love to lose the belt to this guy. Stop getting those hellacious beatings.
Tommy Cairo. Tommy stinking Cairo. Tommy Cairo. I can't stand looking at your face. I can't stand your name. I can't stand the stench of you. Who do you think you are? And then first it was your ex-wife trying to cane me. Now Tommy Cairo's trying to cane me. I guess what one can't have, one must cane.
Haven't you banged enough things in my life, Cairo? You wanna bang, Cairo? You wanna bang, Cairo? You wanna bang with me, Cairo? Pay me for my house! Pay me for my wife! Pay me for my cars, Cairo! You're gonna have to pay your bill! Pay your bill, Cairo! You wanna bang? I can bang all night long!
Everybody's wondering about the future of wrestling, if there even is a future for professional wrestling. The world's largest and most successful wrestling promoter is on trial in federal court in New York, and emulating what Vern Gagne did in 1922 sure ain't the future of wrestling. For as even Terry Funk, 50 years old and a former world heavyweight champion, and in the main event in a barbed wire match this Saturday night, will tell you, wrestling has grown into one of two possible evolutions: the natural progression into the wrestler, the athlete, like the franchise Shane Douglas, or this whole new bizarre violent concept which has been spirited by the suicidal death-defying maneuvers of Sabu. This Saturday night, the future of professional wrestling will be determined. And Shane Douglas, can you imagine what Sabu will do? What kind of death-defying maneuvers he will invent to prove to you that he's the future? We walk away this Saturday as the future of wrestling, even if we have to O.J. Simpson your ass.
The time is now. This is a prelude to a massacre. And get a good look at the ECW Tag Team Champions, Flyboy Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge. Because after this Saturday night, you may never see the Public Enemy or the Funk Brothers here on ECW television again. Because this Saturday night, here in the ECW arena, it's a barbed wire match. An FMW-style barbed wire match here in the Eastern Championship Wrestling Arena. Hey, this ain't Disney World, buddy. There you hear the music. Wait a minute, Flyboy Rocco Rock just ambushed Dory Funk Jr. Dory has been laid out with the steel chair. Tommy Dreamer and Terry Funk. Wait a minute, they've left Dory. They've left Dory, who is helpless at the hands of Flyboy Rocco. No, it's Johnny Grunge. Johnny Grunge just choking away. Here comes Terry. Here comes Brother Terry and Tommy Dreamer. Well, the trap has been set. The rack took the cheese, and Tommy Dreamer turned his back as well. That's a rookie's mistake. Terry Funk, the legend, chases the Public Enemy to the ring, and he too is set up as the Hopeless Hoodie. Cheers on his comrades, his brothers in arms, his brothers from the street, the Public Enemy. Terry Funk trying to get out of the ring, trying to get help from Dory Funk Jr. and Tommy Dreamer, but Johnny Grunt is choking away. The Hopeless Hoodie really is no help. He's the Helpless Hoodie tonight. He's not doing anything. He's just watching Rock and Grunge work over Terry Funk, the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Terry Funk just deposits one half of the Tag Team Champions, making both halves, making a hole. The Tag Team Champions are in the front row. And they give him a chair. That's smart thinking. Hands up, the chairs are flying. Back comes Flyboy Rocco Rock to hook it up with Terry Funk. Rock and Funk really clawing away each other like two animals. Here comes Johnny Grunge. Where is the Homeless Hoodie? The Hopeless Hoodie, the Helpless Hoodie. Terry Funk goes after the hoodie. Here comes Dory Funk Jr. and he's upset, visibly upset. Johnny Grunge with the chair. Terry Funk ducks. Grunge gets the Hopeless Hoodie. Dory Funk Jr. got a steel chair and a forearm that floors Johnny Grunge. Dory Funk Jr. with the second forearm. Rocco Rock and Terry Funk roll to the floor here in the ECW arena. Rocco Rock face first into that steel rail, over the top, and into the front row. Terry Funk goes out after him. The Hopeless Hoodie has a chair. He nails Dreamer. Dory Funk's battling it out with Johnny Grunge. It's Rock and Terry. It's Dory and Grunge. Dory Funk Jr. ripping apart the steel barricade. He wants into the melee. He wants into the brawl. And these four will go at it this Saturday night in a barbed wire match. Bulldog on the chair by Dreamer. Cover and a 3 count. Tommy Dreamer has pinned the Hopeless Hoodie. But these four men, four of the craziest, four of the most dangerous men ever. Wait, here comes the franchise. The franchise attacks Tommy Dreamer. And this is a war that has been raging throughout Philadelphia and Eastern Championship Wrestling for quite some time. Tommy Dreamer wants his respect. Dave Douglas wants a piece of Dreamer. My boy Rocco Rock, Johnny Grunge, the Funks, the Cage in the background. This Saturday night, barbed wire. The juice is gonna be loose. This ain't a candy store. It's the ECW arena. Right through the wall. Johnny Grunge goes through the wall. Wrestlers now pouring out from the locker room, trying to separate the combatants in the ring. Here comes every wrestler in Eastern Championship Wrestling. Mr. Hughes, the offensive line, as he is called by the franchise Shane Douglas, is parting the masses as if it were the Red Sea. Mr. Hughes restoring law and order, as it were, in the center of the ring. Nobody is moving as Mr. Hughes has created a roadblock. Mr. Hughes is calling out 911. Hughes and 911. Nose to nose in the center of the ring. Forget Jurassic Park. These two bohemians are about to blow the roof. 911 is daring Mr. Hughes to plug him. The line has been drawn. Mr. Hughes unloads on 911, and 911 absorbs the punch of Mr. Hughes. Everyone in this arena is awestruck. Time has stopped. Wait, he's going for the choke slam. 911 is grabbed over the throat of the roughneck Mr. Hughes. And here we go again. Every wrestler in ACW now redirecting their attention, trying to keep 911. Wait, and here goes Tommy Dreamer and Shane Douglas once again. 911 and Mr. Hughes, Tommy Dreamer, and the franchise Shane Douglas. What the hell could possibly happen next? This is ECW, and it doesn't get... Oh, I had opened my big mouth. Here comes Sabu. Sabu is hit the ring. Sabu going to the top turnbuckle. And Sabu just floors the franchise. It's Sabu hammering away on Shane Douglas. Sabu unloading on the ECW champion. And once again, every wrestler in ECW trying to keep the franchise, the champ
away from Sabu, the number one challenger. There's the offensive line doing the blocking. Sabu and the franchise. And there goes Sabu. Sabu launched himself like a missile at the franchise. Wait a minute. Here comes Terry Funk. Terry Funk has grabbed the peak one. Terry Funk is launching stuff into the ring. He's got a chair around his neck. This is a riot. Somebody call Philadelphia United. Somebody call a cop. Give me a flat foot. Give me 5-0. 5-0. Give me a ring. The bell is ringing. Who gives a damn? Terry Funk is in the middle of the ring. Sabu's going after the franchise. Mr. Hughes on Tommy Dreamer. Here comes the public enemy. The Sandman's back at ringside. Tommy Cairo talks to Sandman. The franchise. And Sabu hammering it out. Fist to fist. Knuckles to knuckles. Tooth to nail. The franchise outside the ring. Here comes Sabu. Flip on the franchise. Shane Douglas. Remember, the franchise and Sabu. Competing for the one-on-one in Saturday night. The franchise isn't going to wait until this Saturday night. The franchise unloads from the chair. This is a riot. We've got a riot. Somebody call the cops. Sabu's got a piece of a table. The franchise goes backwards into the front row. Will somebody call some security? They've got to stop this. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody dial 911. No, I didn't say that. Don't bring him back out here. The hell with it. Wait a minute. What's going on, Sabu? Here comes one after the Blues Brothers. This Saturday night, who is the future of wrestling? Is it the franchise? Is it Sabu? Neck breaker. Neck breaker by the Funk. The Funk show no mercy. Who got stuck in the ring with the Funk? Talk about losing a lethal lottery. This Sandman will face Tommy Carroll this Saturday night. Thank you, Whitbreak Defensive TV final against Saturday. As everybody here in the ECW beats the hell out of each other. You want a beating with Sinful? It's the Taz Maniac and his Taz team partner. Sunday night. Kyle Woodnugent, the franchise, and Sabu. Sabu goes throat first onto the guardrail. This Saturday night, the future of pro wrestling is up for grabs.